Hello, my friends. It is story time. It is October 2019, and it was my last day of working security for Allied Universal Security Services. I left my shift at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library Museum at about midnight. I got permission to get off early that day. Drove the 3.5 hours to Chicago to get on a plane at O'Hare to fly to San Francisco to see my best friend. The very next day after I got back from that trip, I started my first television job at WICS TV as a master control operator. That was my very first time flying. It took me literally 29 years to fly because I was terrified. The past 2 times that I had gone to San Francisco, I took the Amtrak. I took the California Zephyr from Chicago to Emeryville, 48 hours, 50 hours in coach. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this a third time, and I'm on a time crunch this time, so I'm flying. I booked a flight with Alaska Airlines. I'm not sponsored by them by any stretch of the imagination, but it was an amazing experience. Alaska Airlines was very nice. The flight was very smooth. The staff was great. I was wearing a T-shirt from a YouTuber that I follow called Air Force Proud 95, and it just said, land the goddamn plane on it. And the flight crew loved that shirt. Like, they got such a kick out of it when they saw me walk on and walk off. In fact, one of the flight attendants actually did say, when I walked off the plane, it's like, hey, we landed the goddamn plane. Best experience I've ever had. So I very much commend Alaska Airlines for that. But the reason I'm bringing this up is I just got a package in the mail yesterday that I ordered. Again, I'm not sponsored. This didn't get sent to me, from anybody. I ordered this with my own money, happened to find it online. But I got a package yesterday, and in that package was this. An Alaska Airlines 737-9. Specifically, this is the 737 that I flew on my very first flight from Chicago to San Francisco. And it's even got the right tail number and everything. I don't know if you can see that. Get it to focus. But yeah, you can kind of see it. It says November 493 Alpha Sierra. Now where are the wings? Here are the wings. I'm assuming it just pops in like this. You get to watch me struggle with a model airplane. Maybe I should read the instruction manual. And we have the finished product. I will say this is a lot. Like, I saw the dimensions of it. Oh, I'm still missing a piece. Okay, now we have the finished product. Like I said, I saw the dimensions of this thing when I ordered it, but I didn't realize how massive this was actually going to be. This is pretty big. And the thing is, this is 1/130th the size of the real thing. So this isn't even HO scale. This is about halfway between HO scale and N, and it's actually closer to N than it is to HO scale. Because I believe N is like 1/167th, or no, 1/164th, and then HO scale is 1/87th. So it's about halfway between HO and N. This is where I was on the plane. I was literally in the very back row, if I can get it to focus. So yeah, this was the very first plane that I ever flew on. This was a special scheme for Alaska Airlines that commemorated, I believe, the merger between Alaska Airlines and Virgin America, which it actually does say on the engines. I doubt I'm going to be able to get it to focus on the little slogan there on the engine. It was a special merger scheme for Alaska Airlines and Virgin America, and I just so happened to get lucky for this to be the very first plane I ever flew on, and I've always wanted a model of it since then, and now I do. And this is going to go on display somewhere in my room. I gotta figure out where. But this makes me so happy. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I sat in the very back row of the plane the first time. I had an aisle seat too, so it's not like I was like crowded into the back of the plane. But yeah, no, I just wanted to share this because this was a fun story, and I'm so excited to have this model in my possession. It's just beautiful, and I love it. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty.